Good morning, Despato. Wyverx, how you doing, guys? Welcome in. Morning, Reformed. How you doing, sir? Yeah, no bad, thank you. Morning, Joe. A little bit tired, but yes, not bad, not bad. Had a great fly last night. It was fun to be back out there. Man, the workout from the sticks is so good. What springs are you on? Extra heavy? Ah, nice. Have you just gone from heavy to extra heavy? Because obviously, if you've not done that, you may want to try heavy and build up tension first, so you don't injure your arms. Basically, it's like somebody going to the gym and starting racking up way too heavy weights. You can do a lot of injury to your arms. Hey Al, how you doing? Welcome in. Hey Tomo Glitch. Good day, guys. How's your Sunday going? Doing good. Nice. My bye. Oh, Synesty. Been on these for over a year, just had a break and noticed the way again. Alright. Fair enough, fair enough. Watch you don't do yourself injury, dude. Yeah, especially if you're gonna be, if it's just for like Star Citizen, yeah. No center cams are really good for those sort of things. Had them on order with the Z extension, but it got cancelled? Alright. Just never reordered. I got a couple of Z extensions you can have if you want it. If you've not ordered them up. I just need, if you just pay for a delivery, dude. That's all I ever ask from people. Verpol kindly sent them to me, and yeah, for about 6 months now I've not used them. So if you want me to send you one, I don't really think people need two, but for left hand, yeah. You heard one of the doggos? It's the wee one here. I don't know if you can see him, the wee puppy. You'll see a wee ball of white here. Right here. That's Nyx. He's moving around now. There's little Nyx. Cam seems not on. What? Evil Aiden did. Give me a sec, guys. Lights seem to have fucking died for some reason. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Michael TheDarkLaw, and welcome to another episode of The Darkness here on Twitch. It is Sunday the 13th of November, 22, day 179 in a row. We have like 5 days to go, guys. Welcome in, everyone. I don't know why that didn't actually activate the lights. Next, go lie down, you wee monkey. You've been playing all morning. Why didn't that do that? Let's have a look here. But welcome in, everyone. Hope you're doing well. Glitch, L, Tomo, Villet, Reformed, My Bite, Dershi, Tomo, Joe, YRX, Testpado, Aweed. How you doing, guys? Just got 30k now. I'm here taking a break and a wee smoke. Good plan, good plan. Yeah, that should have gone off. Very strange. Very strange. Oh well. We'll figure that one out. Is it here that there's real combat in Amps here? Yeah, there is. Holy fuck, man. No joke. I got big fucking respect for Zero State, man. And everyone else that sort of stayed in atmosphere to fight. Motherfucker, that was just crazy, like. But yeah, good morning, guys. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good Sunday. Just getting ready to fly out here. And we'll go to Hurston to begin with. Then we may end up on Daymar. I was Villa laughing my absolute fucking head off last night at how many people did not pre-select flares at all. Like, absolutely fucking shocking, man. How many people ate missiles. It was fucking crazy, dude. Ooh. You're clear to launch. There was some nice tactics as well. It's a shame that a lot of the fights ended up where it was going above the threshold of atmosphere. Everyone's like, oh, but there's a limit of 20k or something like that. And it's like, yeah. But most places, most moons have an atmosphere effect on 5k. Anything above, it starts turning into space, right? It just becomes an absolute mean at that stage. Let's see, what do we have here? Captain Blake in a fucking Taurus, eh? Well, Captain Blake, we can see you at Hurston. That's where I'm going. Yo, dead frag. Appreciate that, dude. Welcome in, guys. Krasa, good day to you. Thank you so much for that support, dude. Welcome, 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 Raiders. How was your stream, bud? Thank you so much for the support. But yeah, pretty crazy actually. There's a lot of good fights with Fight or Flight, but also quite memey stuff as well. Let's have a look here. Ooh, what's this? Oh, the cutter and the Galaxy is in deep doo-doo. And the leaker is in deep doo-doo. Mmm. Num 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 num. Alright. So apparently the cutter is wrong and stuff. It was great up until the end. Died to FPS desync, otherwise it was good for him. FPS desync or first person desync? Which one was it? Because obviously if it's the first person shooter desync, yeah, that shit sucks so hard, like. It's why I barely ever get out of my ship to do that kind of stuff right now, because of the 6-second, like, peeker's advantage stuff. And that's for NPCs as well. Drives me nuts. That's always the case, like, I've had a few fights where having an absolute blast and then my game will crash and then I'm in prison because, well, that's just the joys of it, right? Still running with the OBS 28 to see how it goes. It seems to be pretty smooth actually. Too much. A lot lower CPU, I kind of feel. Which is nice to see, actually. Funnily enough, the GPU is actually using a lot less. Which is pretty dope. Pretty dope. The joys of SE. We'll miss the bugs when it finally releases. Yeah. Yeah. I get to watch it whilst I'm 6 feet deep, eh, Glitch? It's finally settling down. Ooh. How's everyone's weekend? Anyone get up to anything interesting? Anyone seen the new Black Panther movie? Heard it's pretty good. But I don't really go to the cinema to watch these things. Or theaters, whatever you call it in your country. Again, thanks so much, Deadfrag. Appreciate the raid, dude. And welcome in, everyone. Ooh. Quite Sunday, I think. What the heck? Is there something wrong with the game? Corman, thank you very much for the raid. Another raid. Are you guys trying to tell me there's something wrong with the game, right? That's usually the case when I get raided like back to back twice. Or another raid. If another raid comes in, I know there's something wrong with the game, and you guys are literally getting out of here, right? Thank you so much for the raid, though. Appreciate that. Welcome in, guys. Hope you're all having a good Sunday, and thank you so much, Corman. Nothing wrong with the game, just the time for me. Alright, cool. Good. Good, because Deadfrag just raided just now, and died to FPS desync and then raided me, so it's like, oh no, the game's in a bad state. Good morning, Ondo, how you doing, sir? Skylar, most thanks to you guys. Hope you're all doing well. And thank you again to the raiders. Appreciate it, guys. Leonard, welcome in. We're going a bit old school, trance this morning, or afternoon now. Actually, it should be. I had a very weird dream last night that I had to get into a. Ooh, that's a lot more. It should be. Had to, for some reason, the area that I was living in was all engulfed in flames, and I had to get to a fire bunker. I've never heard of a fire bunker personally. You had to go underground. And it was the strangest thing. The whole dream was trying to get to this underground fire bunker to get rid of, like, because the whole area was just engulfed in flames. Tell me what the fuck that means, right? Am I about to get burning, or, you know what I mean? Such a bizarre dream. Never had that one before. I've had a few dreams where I've been nuked before. That was a weird sensation. And funnily enough, it was in America at some sort of, like, fair thing. You know? And then the alarms go off, you know? Like a bomb raid kind of noise. And then it's just a flash of light and then you die. Bizarre dreams I have. Alright, we can try TheDarkLaw and see what the time is right now. Done a lot of bunkers lately? No, not me. I don't really get out of my ship until they fix the desync on FPS lag. Or like, the way it is, like, Peeker's advantage is 6 seconds in this game, if people don't know that. So if you're not sprinting and shooting, you're dying pretty fast. And yeah.
Quantum travel complete.
Oh, right. Yeah. Now, yeah. Again, tired. Suggesting punk? No, see, I've not been doing bunkers, so yeah, that wouldn't be it. But why the whole engulf on fire, you know? And that's the weird part of the dream. This is actually west, so we're about to... Are we getting a sunrise? Northeast, alright, plenty time. We'll start with Saber today. We like our Sabers. Thedas? Right, Thedas. Where have you snuck off to? One day we'll have a marker that actually shows the local area. That would be grand. Maybe a dream about the danger of doing something else, like a comfort zone thing, for instance. If you're not streaming every day, then what? Possible. Ooh. Little box. Morning box. What did you think of Fight or Flight last night, Ondo? No joke. I think what Atmo Esports should do is next time make it actually in a hard atmosphere like Hearthstone or Microtech. Yeah, I think that was the biggest thing that I came back with as well, Ondo. I wanted to see atmospheric combat, and all I saw was people fucking backstrafing into Narnia space, you know? Hey, Storm, how you doing? Kinda crazy, but... game will change eventually. Maybe it's early thinking of when we will have base in SE and base is on fire and you're getting to your fighter with the flames. Yeah, that could be it. That would be pretty dope though. I wouldn't mind actually where you're living on a bunker or like an outpost and you have to get to your ship, scramble kind of stuff. That would be kind of cinematic, you know? Oh yeah, I've been asking for that for a while, Susan Kilroy. I've been asking for a different camera system to be able to do like rear camera, chase cam, flyby cam, and I actually spoke to Yogi about it and he really wants it as well. The problem is, and this is the sad reality, to do chase cams and flyby cams and all that stuff you get in other video games, they would have to redo all the cameras in the game. And I just don't think they're going to dedicate any time towards that just now, which is kind of sad. But it would be so dope to have, like, the ability to record the camera in the background. So some games you get it, like, where, like, when you're flying, you can press record, and then it basically records every single camera. I think Flight Simulator does this, right? Where you can record it, and then you can make sort of like a video back and stuff, you know? They should redo the cams, yeah, I completely agree. They should redo the cameras, but obviously that's not a top priority right now. So, as much as I would love for them all to be redone, if they had the ability to have a dedicated team do it, that would be cool, right? But I don't really want people to be moved around in different departments just to get a different camera system out, yeah. It would be, yeah. But they did say that they wanted eventually where you could launch drones that would be like cameras and stuff like that. The hardest part for me is I play on free 8040 by 1600, which is technically like an ultra wide 4K. And if I record my footage and then have somebody else fly beside me and record, you know, me doing stuff, it just doesn't look as good. I would love to be able to play through the cockpit whilst recording, and then, you know what I mean, like you could then have it where you could go back and see it from different angles at the same time. That would be really, really cool if you could do something like that, but I doubt we're ever gonna see anything like that in Star Citizen, you know? Keep your mates, Ameko, and say keep up. It's not that, dude, it's, you know, different recordings and different resolutions just don't look good, you know? Filming drones would give Reliant Mako a real utility. I think it will come eventually. The problem is that the Reliant just flies so shit. Like a FIFA replay, yeah, exactly, something like that, you know? Other games have like kill cams and all that jazz. It would be really, really, really cool. And again, from a content creation point of view, I could do a lot more with like low-flying videos or combat videos if I could be like doing it on this view and then going back and having it where at the same time as cockpit I can also have it where it'll show you like a outside screen, you know, because again you can do some crazy things where you're like, you know, this, and we can get it where like that, you know, at the same time as I'm recording and shooting this screen I could be recording, you know, it flying around from that sort of angle. That would be incredible, but I doubt we're gonna see that. And unfortunately, unless somebody's got the exact same monitor, or you have them as, you know what I mean, you shoot the footage from the cockpit and then you try and recreate it where one of your friends or teammate does the flying whilst you do the third person recording. Because obviously you can do this, right? Where if you use third person, you can literally put your camera on the nose of the ship and it basically becomes a no HUD situation, which is really, really good, right? There's the ship there, yada, yada, yada. And that's just moving the camera around. Well, the funny thing is with Expat is most likely have to set up those cameras every single time because first-person cameras do not save on files. Which is very, very strange. Like, your ships can save views, it all goes into an XML file, but your FPS cameras do not save. You have to set them up every time you go and load up the game. Which is bonkers, right? It's unpractical and, yeah. Because again, I can do this, right? So when I'm flying a ship, I can literally... I've got them all preset for the way ships are to do different views for different situations. But it's so janky in the movement between them all, right? And it just doesn't look fluid enough to do it. So you either have to fake the scenarios or you have to only show from the first person or third person. You can't do both, which is quite annoying. But again, if they updated the camera system and added the ability to record all things at once, that would be insane, right? We might get that though. We might. But welcome in everyone. Hope you're having all a good Sunday. Hope you all enjoyed Fight or Flight last night. It was pretty good. Zero State did really, really well. Really, really well with Macklin. I think definitely probably the best team in the event. Let me know if you need camera. Well, that's what I was discussing on, though, is like, unless you have the same resolution as me, it just doesn't look good, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, if I record 4K ultra-wide in on my screen, and then say, for example, yours is off by a few resolution, it just doesn't look good in a recording. Which is super, super annoying. So the only way I could do something like that is if I had, but I can run in virtual window. That's true, yeah. We'd have to see how well it works, right? Yeah, well, again, I would have to record. Again, it's just one of these weird things where you can always tell when somebody is recording and having their friend do the outside recording. Because the resolutions and screens just don't match up. Or the colors, for example, because I use reshade, right? So the colors would look different and stuff, and then you gotta play around with it. Main problem is not reaching stable 60 FPS, I feel. Yeah. It's why I don't do many low-flying videos right now, Ondo, because... even though that the game's about to change, it's the fact that you have to go really, really slow if you want to have high FPS in this game. The faster you go in this game, the lower the FPS. Looking forward to seeing how the Gen 12 stuff in 3.18 is going to change it, though. Very, very excited about it. And hopefully, by the time we get Vulcan and stuff like that, the FPS... No joke, this game looks gorgeous on 60 FPS. If they can make the game 60 FPS... a standard, and it doesn't go under 60 FPS, I will be absolutely over the moon. With obviously it going higher up, but it just doesn't go under 60 in every location. I would be completely happy. Because you can only stream at 60 FPS, right? So it would just look so smooth, and same as recording. That would be where I hope that CIG manages to get to. And then obviously if we get higher, like 120 FPS, that you know what I mean, it's just going to be incredibly cool. But, yeah. Oh, yeah, of course, Hondo. But you know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't dip under 60. So that means that all recordings never go out of jank and stuff like that, you know? I hope so. I hope we have 100. Because I really feel like when people go, oh, Star Citizen's going to be a game that looks so outdated by the time it gets, it's like, no, they make everything in 8K files. And they just shrink it down and stuff right now for the time being, you know? If you have Gen 12 Vulcan into the game, and obviously, you know, in a couple of years' time when more and more people will have better hardware, they might be able to pump up even more and stuff like that, and yeah, 100 FPS on 8K textures? It'll look insane. But obviously... We're miles away from that one, right? But Free 18, like for me, there's a lot of things in Free 18, like the content-wise, but most of the time it's the Gen 12 tech I'm really looking forward to seeing. And some other things like that, you know? You can add in a huge amount of content, bunkers, SPK, mining, salvaging, cargo refactor, all these things, but if the game does not run well or has decent FPS, it still gets kind of tedious to go through these things. I want to be able to see this game where it's running beautifully, and for me, then any content added onto that is just whatever, right? As long as it's smooth, because right now I'm getting, you know, 30, 46 on 4K, it's 45, it's not really going up. Maybe I'll get a nice steady 50, 55 in the next one. Don't say content. Well, they're adding in a lot of content from now, well, from Free 18 to 4.0, there's a lot. Yo, Amaral, how you doing, Chief? Don't jinx it. I don't believe in superstition. I hope they fix server FPS too. Shitty server frame rate gives shitty AI. Yeah. We've had that discussion, myself and Ondo, before. I would love to see this game on huge tick rate servers, right? But we ain't getting it, you know what I mean? I mean, what's the standard for an MMO these days? 12, 18 tick rate? We're on, what, 8, 10 or something like that right now? So, shit, I mean, if we can get 12, or even 16, that's gonna be a huge improvement. 5 on good days, I know. Here we go. There's contact, 26 high. Ooh. Ooh, did I get the Connie? It might be the Connie. Yeah, let's do our 2. Maybe it's an Eclipse. Which is something, but not CS level. Yeah. Alright, so we've got a Hurricane. Hurricane, ladies and gentlemen. So the Hurricane is definitely a lot faster in the straight to me. I'm gonna like bring them in a little bit more. I'm gonna start playing 2 circle defense at this stage. Or actually, let's bring it to a big 1 circle, right? Let's get them a bit lower down. Again, the Hurricane can catch me in the straight, which it's doing. But whilst it's doing that, also it means this can happen. Fox free on that. Let's go high. Strike on that. There we go, we got tone, Fox free. So it's 2v1 at this stage. Hit on engine. See how we're holding at 1700 in our 1 circle radius? Now we're taking a few shots from their gunners. We're gonna push now. Fox free on that. And we're gonna recharge and dive at this stage. Hit on them. That's their engine knocked out. They're in a barrel spin. There we go. Let's finish off with an extra 2. Fox free on that. And we're gonna go in for a kill. Splash Hurricane. Again, no excuse to getting hit by missiles. They can pre-flare to the correct number, and they would not get hit by them, right? So if anybody doesn't know, all you have to do is preset certain amounts in your ships, and you don't get hit by missiles. So again, they're getting hit for no excuse. They probably don't even have their counters up correctly, and they're just getting hit continuously because of it. There's a reason why in Modern Warfare we fire multiple flares at once. Because one flare does not distract, FYI. And that's how you deal with a hurricane right now. No, that's a lie, Mighty Beast. That's a video of Captain Burks. That's a total lie, dude. There's a certain number that you can key in and it'll work. If you fire 1 or 2 flares, it doesn't do shit, dude. I've literally shown it many, many times on this channel, where I've had people spamming EMs in my Scorpius, Hurricane, and I've flared them always off, dude. Not even with 10. Well, there you go. See, you're just over flaring at that stage. That's not how the mechanic works, FYI. It's a set number that has to be done at a set time. No, I said, Sir Bleb, that I'm going to be watching it on Monday and stuff like that. EM missiles are not OP, by the way, guys. They're not. Right, so the reason for EMP OP is that everything size 2 has over EM stats, but they can still be flared off. And secondly, the countermeasure system on anything over fighter, like a Hurricane, it uses the Gladius flare system. So it's firing out flares designed for low EM like 7k. That's the issue. EM missiles are not OP. It's just the fucking ships that are oversized too are fucked right now. That's it. I think EM are the ones that actually work properly. Yeah, they actually do work properly. Because right now cross-section doesn't chase the cross-section correctly, and IR doesn't spike when you go faster. Yeah, but that's nothing to do with missiles. You can't say an EM missile is OP. Because it's nothing to do with the missile. It's to do with shields, and it's to do with, or EM stats, and to do with things. But you can still be hit by IR missiles as well, if you do it correctly. But what's the amount? You go and learn that, dude. I ain't your fucking mother. Go and get one of your friends, get your Hurricane out. Go and actually learn the numbers, dude, right? You spicy this morning? No, I just ain't fucking Google or a tutorial fucking service. Sandstorms? Ah, it's more just shitty dust right now. They added it in years ago. It's just when you go at a certain height, it makes it disappear, and when you go a certain, like, under the height, watch, it'll come back, right? This needs to be massively changed. See? It's only at a certain height does it turn on, and if you go above it, it turns off, right? Yeah, it's the same as snow, yeah. Hopefully they change this. But then they also have to change, like, the noise. It's really annoying. So we learned how to turn off the weather. We are unstoppable. Again, I don't... I personally would like it, but it needs to be consistent, right? Maybe Gen 12 will sort out. I know that they're or Gen 12 and 3.18 will help with the clouds, right? They're adding in Gen 12 clouds, which is meant to, as leaks from developers have said, that it looks very similar to Flight Simulator clouds, which, that's pretty cool, if that's the case. Yeah, that's sort of gone from the game. I mean, it is there to a certain degree, Bleb, but... yeah. You know what is working real well right now? What? Oh yeah, I haven't played in 6 months. Like, for example, you used to get pushed around quite a bit in the wind, and that seems to have been disabled as well. This full English and a beer. I'm starving, dude. I've not had any breakfast again. With this pup, I just keep getting distracted. Remember when they first added in the wind effect and people's like 600 eyes and reclaimers would get blown over? I think even the 890 at one point was able to be like pushed across the sand because of the winds and stuff. They were ridiculous. Really, really powerful. I think they've toned it down, but I still maintain that you want to be able to go to some places that have, like, it's not pirates or PvPers or anything like that or NPCs that the threat, it's the weather. I would love some places like that where the weather is the most dangerous thing. And I hope CIG do that, you know? Some really, really, you know, like you go to this outpost and it's got maybe something that no other place offers and it is an absolute death trap to go and get this material. But if you get it off-world and you sell it, you make a huge amount of money. That would be so cool. Because then you would need like proper, like experienced pilots to be able to go through without losing your ship, right? Or losing the cargo. Weren't they doing that with one of the pyro planets? I don't know, dude. I mean, obviously we know that Odin has the core, or the coil, sorry. And that is like a nebula, lightning, dangerous kind of effect. But I'm talking about like planet size, you know? Where the moment you come through atmosphere, it's like, shit. You're getting turbulence, you're getting lightning. If lightning hits you, your ship will then get EMP'd or something and start spinning out. If you come in, you can't see, gotta come in, and yeah, it would be really, really cool if there was something like that, you know? Couldn't vertically land at NB and Storm Ship would be, yeah, that got changed though. How you doing, Bad Hog? Like, you're not in a vehicle or proper FPS gear, yeah. Again, we've been talking about this the past couple of days. You know how with the soft dev stuff, I really, really want it. Where if you're in a multi-crew ship, and you're in a gunner seat, or you're just walking around the ship, and it goes into this soft def down state, I think you should have to get into a chair before it hits the ground, or you die. As a passenger or something like that. Or an escape pod, basically. A bed and any chair, for now, would save you from dying. But if you're just running around the husk, and the husk hits the ground, you die. From impact, right? I would love this. Because it would be so cool to watch people, like, sort of panicking, getting to a chair and stuff. Obviously, if you're a pilot and a gunner, you would already be in position, you know? Will escape pods work in 318? No. No. They're just, unfortunately right now, still a log-off mechanic, that's it. You know. Belted or deaf, yeah. It would be pretty cool. It would be pretty cool. I had fun watching my cutlass get blown off the top of a building in Microtech. Again, I think maybe they just had it slightly overtuned and then they didn't have time to keep at it or something, so they just sort of nerfed everything. We're in that sense, right? But yeah, I like these sort of elements of flight. For me, like, I love combat, PvP, PvE, if the PvE is good. But I would love it where even standard just flying is, you know, how you constantly ping like that. Basically, I've got a button on my joystick that just keeps pressing it, right? It just toggles. Do you think we'll be able to self-destruct after soft F? No, because you'll be a broken ship at that stage, Umbra, right? The whole idea with the soft def is you've turned into husks, basically, so you might have half a constellation at that stage. You'll only be able to self-destruct before the soft def, I feel. Auto trigger? Yeah, it's like a macro, basically. It's just constantly firing off the ping command in-game, you know? What do you use for mouse? I use Virpil Alpha Primes, left and right. If you do exclamation mark kit, you can see all the stuff that I use. He uses a button on his pedals with his little toe to ping. Yeah, exactly. It's like that. It's just doing that every 2 seconds. Damn, man, I should have fucking said that one. That should be it, right? Because I used to fake people where people are like, oh, I only see you using dual sticks. What else are you using? It's like, oh, dance mat, right? Because I used to stand up and play Star Citizen like a while back. And I would just move around, and people actually bought that was on a dance mat. Which is pretty funny. Saying that though, there are a lot of people that do cool things, like beating Elden Ring hardest boss on a dance mat, or one-handed game controller and stuff. It's nuts, man. Potentially long to implement, but would love having manual door openings for us since no power. Well, they said that when it goes into a down state, all your doors open, L, for the time being. Which I kind of like, because if you were in space, right, it's going to breach everything out kind of thing, so... Again, this is obviously just the beginning of it. We'll see exactly where they go with it, but yeah, it's looking really cool. Some people are cracked out of their mind, yeah. Old Man Johnny, thank you very much for the 19 months, good morning to you. Good morning. Like a failsafe at the end, yeah. So again, you have like the 3 stages where your ship is intact, moving around. Self-destruct, I think, will be available. Then you have soft death where you've died, but your ship hasn't like completely fucking exploded. It's turned into bits, husks, and your cargo's still on those husks, or a bit scattered out. And then the 3rd stage is full death, where your cargo's dropped and you're just literally a wreck to be thing. Because soft death, I think, and obviously don't quote me on this, this is just theory crafting. I think soft death will also give you in the future the ability to and get the fucking duct tape out and repair it when we get repairing ships, right? Because if you're full dead, how the hell do you repair a complete wreck? I think, hopefully, soft death means that there might be a repair mechanic for people with crucibles and Vulcans or something like that to do a repair minigame or something, you know? Because I just can't see it. Like, if you're full dead, how would you repair something like that, right? I think that will be a down state, then soft death, then full death. That's possible, yeah. That's possible. Again, I'm completely fine for these things. I love watching explosions, but I really want the interaction of... Again, I do atmosphere combat all the time. Or atmosphere flying in general. I don't really go into space that much. And what I'm wanting is when I get a soft death on a fighter, you see them spinning and then crashing into the ground, and then you have the person actually coming out of the fighter and running away. I would love this. This would be ultimate gameplay for me. I'm curious if repair or soft death will be harder on cost and resources. Who knows, man, eh? I don't think you're gonna be able to repair on soft death, dude. How are you gonna repair when you can't fly away? Oh, you're talking about maybe the future, right? Yeah, I'm hoping for that, Olenard. You know what I mean? Like, I like... You know, I've been playing since 2012. I've played all the flight models, all the game stuff that you can ever do. And I just can't wait to the day where I can live off the back of a ship and I don't have to always go back to a fucking outpost or a station truck stop to play this game. I'm so bored of that gameplay. I want to play the Nomad, Battlestar Galactica, living off the back of a Kraken or a big ship, and you're just having to be like, alright, I need somebody to come and refuel me, off-world kind of thing, and you know what I mean, then send you like a shuttle or something like that. I hate, like, as much as I'm looking forward to persistent hangars where you can customize your own hangar or org hangar or whatever they actually do, for me, it's the not having to return to a hangar gameplay I want. I want to log in on my Kraken and it's deep space and be like, right, what we're gonna do today, and then get into a fighter or a multi-cruise ship or something like that, you know? That for me is Star Citizen. That just feels way cooler than... I mean, a lot of orgs and people will build their own outpost to maybe have that solid asset ground kind of gameplay, but for me, I want to just keep roaming, keep moving. Never be in one place, never be an easy target kind of thing, and always people are unsure where I could be at times, you know? I like that idea. Drifter lifestyle, yeah. It'd be kind of cool if you could actually make the ships drift like in Pitch Black, or sorry, Riddick. You know, when he's sitting in the mercenary ship and they're just rotating through space? That would be so cool, like. I feel we are so far from that, maybe soon. Once they've got persistence, Donkey, and they have the ability for you to leave your ship, which Pez brings, and go back to it. Because right now, if you leave your ship in another ship, it'll despawn when you're like 100 kilometers away. It requires to have somebody on board. The moment you've got persistence and you've got the ability to warp away and come back to your ship, there you go, dude. So I actually feel next year, the moment we get persistence, there's a good chance they could allow us to do this as well. Because persistence and Pez allows assets to remain in the game and not have to be cashed out. I definitely feel next year, or the moment we get persistence. Because right now we've got like a very light persistence in the game, you know? I fully uncoupled every momentum of engines, it's just the mom. I don't know if we'll actually get it, but it would be cool, yeah. Helion, yeah. Helion's a really, really good game, if that's what you're talking about. It's very difficult to play Helion, though. That's a sandbox, full 6 DOF space game, isn't it? If I remember correctly. And a lot of people couldn't play it because it was just fucking crazy hard to play. Yeah, that's it. Didn't drop it, yeah. I think they dropped it because, no joke, I don't think it had a market. Because I don't think anybody wants to be a fucking interstellar movie, you know, what's his name, trying to dock with TARS and stuff like that, because that's what you had to be able to do, right? It took 45 years, right? Yeah, exactly. It's like a full-blown space simulator. It's too hard for people these days, you know? We've had persistence in ships for a while now, bugs aside. But you know what I mean? Like, you have to... Right now, if you're the only person on the ship and you move away 100 kilometers or whatever it is, that big ship will despawn, right? This is what you have to prevent. You have to be able to warp away from your ship on a smaller ship and be able to come back and land and dock with your ship. So once CIG allow you to do that, that's when you can do the nomad living off the back of your ship gameplay. Because Pez will mean that everything that you do on that ship remains in the same position, and then also persistent means that that ship stays where it's meant to be when you log in, log out, right? And also that you have the ability to leave it whilst it's persisted in the game and come back to it, you know? Right now, it's the same as if you steal somebody's ship. Yo, useless, how you doing, Chief? If you steal somebody's ship, and you leave that ship, it instantly despawns. Instantly despawns the moment that person's not on the server anymore, right? That is what has to change, and then you can do the Battlestar Galactica gameplay. Nomad, drifter, you know, living on a planet, for example, in the back of your ship, you know? Well, no, Weeds, because again, you gotta remember, if you can warp away from your ship, you just leave it dead space, right? How is, unless they bring out actual probing and scanning, there's no way to find a ship, somebody's ship, deep space. Not right now. Some Firefly? Yeah, again, I would just love to be able to live on the back of a ship, right? Yeah, well, Pez is not, like, a lot of people seem to think that, iCache is gone, Johnny. iCache is not gone, by the way. Pez does not replace iCache, by the way. It's a different system. Because we had PP Cache, and then it moved to iCache, but iCache works alongside Pez. Raised in Edinburgh area, Bad Hog, now living up above Inverness. In the Highlands. I think we'll leave server chat. This one is pretty poop. That's Find another server. Daisy has shown me people want them. Yeah. Yeah, exactly as Donkey says. But a lot of people think that iCache is gone from the game. It's not. You have iCache and Pez working alongside each other, doing certain things. It's only PP Cache that was removed. I don't drink whiskey. And I tell you the reason why. It's not the taste, it's the smell. I have a very, very strong sense of smell, so whiskey, gin, and like white rums and stuff like that, I can't drink because before I even get it to the lips, the smell is just absolutely dire to me, right? And I just feel it's quite rude to pinch your nose and knock out 60% of your like taste buds to drink it, right? I'm more of a rum drinker. Contract available. I don't know the details on that, Donkey. I try to, like, I only ever, like, make sure I understand or cover the basics for people when I, like, give information out. But I never go into depth on it because, again, like, all that shit just goes over my head, right? I know what it's meant to do, and that's all I care about. I don't really want to go into the details of, you know, which area it does. All I know is that they're both still in. So when somebody says, oh yeah, iCache has been scrapped for Pez, no it's not. It just does different stuff, right? Bamboo, yeah, bamboo is, or bamboo, whatever you want to call it, is really good rum, yeah. Oh no, it's cool, Donkey. If you've got the ability to explain it better to people, feel free to do so, right? I will never discourage that kind of stuff. But for me, like, as a content creator, one has to, you know a decent amount of this game to be able to tell people or explain things to people when they question, but obviously, yeah. There's no way I can save all that data in my head on everything to do Star Citizen, yeah. There are more things important in life for me than that. A few fires out here. What we got? 400i? A Talon? Oh man, people have been watching Firefly. Get the old Talons out.
You are clear to launch.
Yeah. There's so many things, right? There are so many things.
Landing gear raised.
Thank you. Please visit you.
I should really put a thing down in the channel. Literally, will we see free 18 before Christmas?
Quantum drive is now off.
I still have a little bit of hope that we're gonna get it, right? What is this? A little bit of hope. My vote is no. Alright. Oh yeah, Firefly is one of my favorite series as well. Firefly, Battlestar Galactica, Apparently they're meant to be doing a redo of Battlestar Galactica again for the third time. Fair enough, right?
Quantum drive is now up.
I don't think we'll see Firefly redone, you know. A remake, apparently so, yeah. Obviously the remake did really well. How can they remake the latest masterpiece? Again. Possible there was a fighter back there. A full reboot of Battlestar Galactica? Apparently so. Like, they're in talks on how to set it up and do it and stuff, you know? It might not go through, but obviously there are people talking about it right now. Hey, Flight Not Hiding. And Shawnee, welcome in, guys. There are a couple of series I like to rewatch now, and then Battlestar is the one. I actually, funnily enough, have not really sat through the remake. Obviously, I go with the original one, kind of thing, you know? Because in the original, God, I'm trying to remember the names as well. OG Battlestar, yeah, if we want to call it that way, OG Battlestar Galactica, you know. Thank you for the follow as well, Flame. One of the things I liked the most about the remake was the warping through atmosphere. That was dope, right? But I would have to say, everyone underneath that thing, or in front of it, behind it, would have been literally vaporized, right? There was no way it would just be a strong gust of wind, right? No fucking way. Accelerating at that speed, right? No way. That's the only thing I will always criticize about that one. Combat, yeah. Combat's good. I'm still hoping for like a remake of like A-Team or something like that, you know? Where we are right now, Sir Blip. So just outside Daymar, we're 100 odd kilometers from Prashad. If you do exclamation mark new, my latest video that I did like a few months ago called Aurora actually has the location details to it. So it's just outside of Prashad on Daymar, and you can see why, because you have these type of rocks everywhere when you go down low. And you also have some of the best canyons in Daymar. Unfortunately, like, the problem is you only have a certain amount of time to be able to do it, you know? But you can see here that it has the most technicality of all of Daymar. And it's great for high speed as well, because you've got the canyons and the cliffs and stuff. I'm at Prashad now. Yeah, it's one of the best. Again, it's literally like you warp to Prashad, heading 120, go like 100 kilometers out. The easiest way to do it is if you're heading in that direction, I'll quickly just show you, right? Because it's a really easy landmark to see. Bleb. So we'll go up high, and if we just 180 now. So you see here, look at that. Actually, we go a bit further for you. So very easy markings to find, right? Do it like that. Look at that. So I call this the half moon, and you can see where there's like big markings there. Prashad will be over this direction, right? So when you get to it, all you have to do is the half moon, and literally if you just fly around the outskirts of this, you'll have the best canyons runs ever in the game. And if you want the best cliffs with hardly any rock facing and stuff, you just go through the center of it. Best playground you'll ever find. And there's no other place I've managed to discover in the game. And the problem is, in 3.18, they're meant to be updating all the textures and places on all the moons again. So we may lose this in 3.18, and I'll have to try and find something else. But this place, look at the canyon there, right? You can already see the big canyons. I mean, they're not very deep, because obviously the current technology only allows them to do on the upskirt of a sphere. And in 3.18, they add in the ability where they can make canyons deeper. But you see the technicality with the canyon where you go into it, and some of them can be quite tight and stuff like that. But you can see how the rocks are all over the place. It gives you the ability to, you know, do rolls and stuff through. Lovely, lovely angles, right? There's a bit of a racetrack you can also set up, but it's just really good to practice on. And obviously, the further you go, or the closer you go to Prashad, the less rocky it gets. So again, if you're starting off as a low flyer, this would probably be a bit more technical, but you can go a bit further out, right? And it just gets a little bit lighter for you to actually navigate around and do these things. We do need holes to go through. It's a bit for everyone, yeah, but look at that, right? Look at that juice right there. You know? And then it goes round to this. I mean, look at that playground. It's literally a skate park for low flyers. And I've never been able to find anywhere else like it. And I've flown a lot of Daymar and other places, but nothing offers this. Hopefully in the future, we might see something. Hopefully. I hope the ping system eventually changes as well. Yeah, they're making a lot of new racetracks and stuff like that, which is really, really cool, actually. Alright. Right here. This is also a really good place to, like, fight and stuff, because you got all the canyons to use. And the hills, mountains, whatever. No, 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 donkey. No, no, no. They're just giving stuff that the racers were promised a long time ago, right, dude? As I've said, like, you know how, like, with the 4.0 flight, a lot of racers were all upset about the changes with SEM, QCM, all that jazz. And at the end of the day, the game is not made for racing, it's not made for combat, it's made for general flight. And they're wanting to get general flight in, and then they'll balance everything out, right? So racers will have their ability, they'll get their ships, they just need to, you know, take their fucking panties and untwist them a little bit right now. But they're getting lots of racetracks to give them stuff to do, because they might not be interested in mining or salvaging or anything like that, you know? Everyone should get a little bit of what they signed up for. And then obviously expect that what your gameplay loop doesn't necessarily mean somebody else's gameplay loop, right? And you can't enforce it on somebody. We just know that this game is a sandbox, it offers PvP, and if you don't like PvP, this definitely is not a game for you then, I would say. Because there will always be the elements of being attacked by somebody, even an NPC, you know. You also can't expect the game to be anything. That's very true, yeah. I get my enjoyment out of Star Citizen, but you know what I mean, like, they could absolutely shit can this game and I might be forced to not play it because I just don't enjoy it anymore. There's always these abilities. was these abilities? It's the same argument when I was all mining dev and all PvP dev and all bunker dev. It's always something. It's at some point people will just have to expect to adapt. Exactly, yeah. That's the thing as well. When all the racers were moaning about 4.0 changes, I was like, aren't you meant to be like as a racer? Especially for me with low flying. When people are like complaining, oh, low flying's going to be dead after 310, all that shit. I mean, just develop different skills. You know, you want to adapt. It's the same with people complaining about PvP changes and stuff. Just accept it, you know, and if it doesn't work out for you, find something else to do. It's the same with me. PvP has been in such a bad state for a very long time, a good 2 years, and I've just had no interest, and I used to spend all day doing it, and I just decided to do low flying to pass the time, basically, because it was just something I enjoyed doing. And hopefully one day PvP might get to the stage where I actually enjoy it, and it's not this weird shit that you just see. PvP toggle needed? You're not going to get that in the sandbox, Tickery. FYI on that one. You will not be getting a PvP slider or a PvP toggle in this game. It's a sandbox game. There is never toggles in a sandbox. And this is an MMO sandbox video game that offers flying and FPS. I'm awake! Welcome back to the world of the living, puppeteer. Your word? No flying. No flying. What do you mean no flying? Oh yeah, I know a lot of people that literally bought this game or backed this game in 2012, Bleb, and they've not played it once because they will not play a testbed video game that developers are doing stuff on. They want the full experience, and they literally will not play it until then, which is insane to think. And whenever I talk to them about the game, they're like, I don't really care, you know, I'm doing other things. And that's fair enough, right? You don't gain bad habits, so you don't get upset if, like, well, you don't play it, right? Yeah, but New World is not a sandbox though, Weeds, right? That's the thing. It's an MMORPG with open world. That's it. It's not a sandbox. That's the big issue, right? I'm just messing. Fair enough, Tigray. I'm just explaining it to people that maybe not understand, you know? Hey, well, people are enjoying it, Donkey. People are enjoying New World. It's not my cup of tea. I tried the alpha of the game and the beta kind of stuff, and just I didn't enjoy it, right? But I've really grown out of the idea of playing these MMORPGs. The idea of leveling in a video game is just beyond. I'm done with that shit, right? I did it in Lost Ark, and I'm like, because it was so easy to level up, or like if you're playing like a game like Dabo Free, right? On hardcore, it's not hard to level up a character. But yeah, I can't do this. Oh, you have to get level 150 in fishing just to be able to get the golden mackerel, which will sell for 2 extra silver at the nearest tavern on Pluto's fucking way, or wherever the fuck. No thanks, alright? I've played enough of those games. I'm done with that shit. I'll just fly around in janky ass Star Citizen. An open-ended sandbox? Well, it's not really though, Weeds, because again, all the facilities are protected by timers, right? Which means that, for example, I can't go along with a group of people and just smash up a town and take it over from somebody else, right? It's very much dedicated around a timer-based, match-based kind of game, you know what I mean? You've increased running skill by 1. Yeah, I know. As an ex-DCS player and SE fan, they need to add ground targets in this game. Oh, I know, dude. I've been saying that for a while now. Like, I want bunkers to have, like, tanks and ballista NPCs protecting them, where You can't just fly in. You might have to drop off troops to go in and do ops to railgun and take them out that way and stuff. Like, outposts are so unathletically protected, you know? But another thing I would love to see is laser-guided bombs, where somebody can sneak into a place, I can come in low flying and then target their pip, for example, or their lock-on and fire a precision bomb on like a tank at high speed, and they're like, where the fuck did that come from, right? Make dropships actually be dropships? Yeah. Again, I hope CIG just don't do any more like tanks or things like that unless they actually add in a reason to have ground warfare. Because even at Jumptown, you just have stationary ballistas. I would love to see it where there's like a no-fly zone where you have to roll, you know? Have a couple of tanks, Spartans, ballistas, and you're actually having to move across this sort of terrain because you literally can't bring any ships in. There's just too much AA, right? And no amount of flaring is going to get rid of it. I hope they do add in AI tanks. Tanks, AI ballistas, tanks, all that kind of stuff I look forward to seeing. Because again, I would love to have it where you have to send in the infantry to deal with things. Everything right now can be solved by a fucking spaceship, and it annoys me. Like, you don't need ballistas, you don't need tanks. You can't reload ballistas, you can't reload tanks. It's just like, alright, we'll just despawn it then. It's just such pointless gameplay. I would love to be able to do that, actually. I wish radar was an active thing. Umbro, thank you very much for the follow as well. Zombie as well, thank you for the follow. Thank you, guys. How long will it be free 18 and previous patch coming out? Well, obviously, free 17.4 Kargan has to be out before Friday, because that's when IE launches and we need it in the game, right? So it'll be out soon. And then I'm hoping before the end of November we're into PTU on free 18. If not, we're not getting free 18 live by the end of this year. We might be lucky and get free 18 open PTU until next year, which would be like at the end of January, because obviously, if people don't know, CIG leave the office for 2 weeks at the end of the year. Normally from like the 21st, 22nd sort of area for 2 weeks, and they come back and they don't just get straight into work. They actually have in-house meetings and long distance meetings for a week to 2 weeks. So you will not see any patch until the end of January if they don't bring it out beforehand. That would be my rough guess from previous experience. But obviously it can change, right? It could be the end of February for all we know. It might get delayed even longer. We don't know. There's nothing really being said. I mean, if they were sensible, yeah, they wouldn't do anything for free 18 until next year, right? And that sucks, because I really want free 18, I really want salvaging, I really want to see all these sort of mechanics. But I personally feel that instead of pressurizing to get something out, just wait till next year. Make sure free 17.4 works, and then that will do for the end of the year. I know it sucks to hear that, and a lot of people are interested in the content, but I don't want 2 weeks of absolute shit servers because they force something out, right? And you've got people, instead of enjoying their holiday, coming into work to try and get a fucking hotfix out for us? Nah. No. People can be patient for another month, right? Better to have something that works and is good than something that literally makes you rage and play another game for a month, right? That's how I look at it. Obviously everyone's different though. Wait for New Year, 100% on you. I think it would be the most sensible thing for CIG to do, but we all know, boys! We all know they're gonna fucking try and put live out on free 18, like with 1 week to go, and it literally breaks all the servers, and everyone else of us are playing, you know, Pong, because it's the only stable game left to play, right? Yeah, they want to leave us with a gift, but we also, yeah, we'll see. Again, we'll see. Yeah, you do have a track record of backing things up instead of being patient, you know? My first gift is my Corsair next week. I think a lot of people will get Corsairs, yeah. I've got one to give away on the channel. But, yeah. It's not a ship for me, right? 3 days to Warzone 2? Yeah, exactly. I hope they got like a pre-download for that shit, because that's gonna take ages. Drop free 18 now? Possible, yeah. DMZ and Warzone. I'm more interested in Warzone, personally, because DMZ, when I was looking at it, just looks a really bad... a really, really fucking bad Tarkov. We'll see where they go with it, right? They're now calling DMZ beta? Really? I think we need TDL to give CR a call and get expected weight. No, I'm not doing anything. Not doing any calls. Ooh, Village dropped me some more screenshots. Right. Alright, you guys will have to wait for a few seconds, right? A few seconds. I'm about to run out of light, right? Must have done no warm-up whatsoever. Yeah, I'll do. Change heading, yeah. Go a bit darker, I think. We're up to 600 now. Let's see if we can hold that for a bit. Maybe not. Oh, no. Oh god, that was a little too close. Now we go high. oh. I think we hit the invincible part of the arrow as well. Oh no. We did, yeah, we did. Woohoo! That would have been lucky. That should have been a wing shred though. We hit the part where it's invincible and it doesn't fall off. You can see the damage on the left there. That'd be kind of cool if it like shredded off at that stage and we just crashed. A little bit of a misjudge on that one. Again, had no warm up. Oh, there's the wing. There's the wing. There's the wing. Alright. Let's get that repaired. Try and not bottle out at this stage. There she goes. Actually, we'll probably just self-destruct. Because the missiles are going to be bugged because of it. Fast as fuck. Sorry, I missed a few things there. I'm hoping to get more Stalker. Oh, the video game Stalker. I do have a red phone on my desk. Old man Johnny. It's been silent for a while, yeah, he doesn't answer the call, you know. Doesn't answer the call. Damar's still the best looking planet, just needs creatures now? I would agree, yeah. Enemy racing next! Hey, Capitos, how you doing, dude? I'm dreaming of giant worm eating tea. Dude, I would actually love that, right? I'm not a Dune fan. I've actually never seen the Dune movies. Detox will kill me for saying something like that. But when they showed off the worm, I was like, oh, that'd be kind of cool, right? You're running around and you're getting chased by that thing. Pretty cool experience, I think. Daymar gives me that feeling of walking through a canyon, having an alien creature. Yeah. I'm looking forward to, because now with the new Planet Tech and 318, they can start digging down and expanding canyons. So, yeah, we'll start to get even cooler things, right? Hey, Metatron. How's things? Do you completely remove your spring from your crosswinds, or are they just loose? It's super loose, dude. My crosswinds are just literally dampener on nearly the highest setting. I got download it. I will also kill you? What do you mean? I've read the... Oh, yeah, and also kill you. Yeah. Oh, that's what you mean with him. I've read the first 4 Dune books, my favorite sci-fi. I think I'll probably wait till the second movie or whatever's out and have a look on it. I know I'll go back and watch the original, but again, it's like everything in my life. Fucking list of things to catch up on. No Rat Jam? Is Rat Jam, is that a better Twitch thing? I can set it up if you guys want. Alright, for second time. It is, right. Again, I don't have any of those emotes because, well, to be honest, I don't keep up with that kind of stuff. Rat Jam, I'll go and get it just now. Let me get out this lift, and then I'll have a look for you. If you guys want any more... There we go. See you second time. And then we'll do that. Let's go to Better Twitch. Better Twitch. It'll be dashboards, won't it? Better Twitch TV. Let's have a look here. Home. Oh, I have to actually log in, right? Authorize the Dark Law. Alright. So we've got We've got, oh shit, we've got loads of space. Whoops. Are they the ones I upload? No. Right, so you're saying... Rat Jam. Rat Jam. Rat Jam. Fuck. Which one? Which one do I go for? What is the original one? Is it this? This one has a little hat on it. Kappa and Scarlet need their Rat Jam. Second one from the top, this one. Alright. Let's add that to channel. Anything else? You recommend? Wait till salty mics, guys. Start pumping out here. Grab third down, far right. Oh, one moment. Third down, far right. You want this Rat Jam as well? It might take a wee while to... Oh no, you guys already got it, right? You're good for anybody else require. I have 500 or 400 something spaces, right? I'm pretty sure I can add in some more stuff that I don't really ever care about, you know? Well, we see if there's any like salty mic ones. Let's see if there's salty mic. No, there's no salty mic. What would it be? Just salt E? No. Or is it twerk? Nah, it wouldn't be twerk 17, would it? No, that's not even how you do it. Twerk 17. No. This is where we need BB for that one. Nobody else? Nobody else whilst I'm at this crazy website that I never used? I pay for it monthly as well. That's probably why we have so many slots right now. Channel point rewards as well. Oh, yeah. No more? Alright. I'll leave this here just now and you guys can get back to me. Hey Nix, what are you up to? You coming to say hello to everyone? Come on, come here. Come here. Come here. Come. Are you needing out? We might have to take a quick bio break. Come here. Oh, come and say hello to everyone. The whitest floof wolf. There we go. He probably needs out for pee-pees. He's a good boy. Is you a good boy? He is. Oh. Dog jam? Again, I can add them if you want. Maybe some good vibes? We got good vibes. You gotta subscribe for it though. Isn't that right? We gotta subscribe for the good vibes. Isn't that right? You gonna say hello? You say hello? No? Do you need out for pee-pees? Do you want to also see where Nova is? Yeah. There's the good vibes, yeah. Look at the size of this guy. What an absolute monster. Yeah, put your arms up there. There we go. What an absolute monster. Look at the size of these paws already. Rah. I mean, that's my hand there, you know. Rah, rah. We also need to get one of Nick's made, because we still got the Luna Nova subscription ones. We need to get a Nick's wave. You gonna bite? You gonna bite? How old is he now? He was 11 weeks just yesterday, Hairy Love. Yeah, he's got a wee moustache. You got a wee moustache? Ah, rah, rah, rah. Rah, rah, rah. Does he ramp pad people? What do you mean? He's so, yeah, he's really, yeah, bugger. It's scratchy though. Oh, there you go. Oh, you need that. Right, give me a sec, chat. I'm gonna quickly just let him out for pee-pees. Alright. That's him dealt with for a bit. Adram? I still don't understand that one. He does eat a ton of food actually, yeah. So I would imagine probably by the end of next week, Olenard he'll be up to 10 kilograms in weight before 3rd month.
Welcome.
Which would be obviously next Saturday. Scar? Oh yeah, that's a beauty! Holy shit, that is actually quite deep. Oh, battle wounds of pups. All we need now is like one that goes over the eye, and then I can paint myself grey and put a red scar or a red stripe. Get a beard maybe down to about here, and we can do Kratos gameplay, right? Can't play Ragnarok or anything like that until I actually have that face, right? You've ruined the TV makeup. Yeah. Unfortunately, it is actually deep. He got his claws shaved today, but no joke, I'm covered in like scars here. Well, cuts anyway. On my hand, I don't know if you can see there. See the sort of teeth mark? Oh, let's see if it'll do there. See there? That's just from him mumping on the hand. It's super crazy. I think we'll probably swap servers. Nothing is going on this one as well. You just played God of War? See, for me, I can't play single player games anymore, man. I just can't play them anymore. I don't mind watching people play them, you know, if another content creator is playing them and stuff like that, then that's cool. But I personally can't play them. And also the new one just really, you know what I mean? I mean, it's a good story, don't get me wrong, and the game looks gorgeous. It just doesn't bring anything new, right? After all these years, it's still the same game as like 2018. There's nothing different. I hate when IPs do that shit, right? Obviously you play God of War for the story, right? That's good. It's mint. It's really good. Trust me, I've watched the 7-hour cutscene video on YouTube. So I know all about the storyline. Because I've watched the 7 hours of cutscenes. But every time I watch somebody playing the game, I feel it's exactly the same as the 2018 one. And there's not really anything new, right? So I hope that if they actually do another game, you know what I mean, maybe the axe of his wife partner gets killed, like destroyed or something like that, you know? I was kind of hoping that there would be a hammer involved. Nothing better than a hammer. Red Jam. I'll need to, when Salty Mike is obviously back from what he's doing in real life right now, I think I'll have to sit in his channel one day and take note of all the most commonly... Oh, one minute, actually, I might be able to find out if there's like a stats website that shows his stuff. And I can find out what is the commonly used emojis these days. Oh, this doesn't look good. Are you playing? So look at that. Look at that happy pup. He is happy, relieved, and not bothering me. The lifts on this server don't seem to be working. Grinding and stuff, right. I'll need to add them then. Cool, this actually works. Pop him down there for the time being. Oh, Skadoot. What do you, like, obviously I asked this at the start of the show, but we'll have some new blood in. What did you guys think of Fight or Flight? Fight or Flight, yeah.
Welcome to the ASOS
Yesterday.
retrieval system.
It was really good. It was cool, yeah. Now, what I would love to see is that, I killed it. What I would love to see next year is I would love them to be off the moons, right? And on hard atmosphere. Hard atmosphere with the new flight system, I would love to see. Because we'll have 4.0 flight by then. And I would just love, maybe it's on Pyro or something like that, you know? That'd be cool. Yeah. Oh, obviously. I mean, the guys do a great job at hosting and running that kind of event, Capitos, but it's like, you know, a lot of people are like, oh, esports ready, yada, yada, yada. And I agree with Christian when he said it last night. It's like, they're doing the best they can do in the situation of the game. And there's not many other people would do that for a game, right? And I still think it's really, really good for the thing. I'm not a big fan of Daymar Rally, but I'm actually interested to see how it will be, because Daymar Rally is going to have the updated 318 Daymar, which means that vehicles can't climb big cliffs anymore, right? So that's the biggest thing that pissed me off with Daymar Rally, is that, and it's not because of Daymar Rally, it's because of the mechanics of the game, where cars and jeeps and stuff can fly up the side of mountains and stick to them. You can't do that in 318 with the new changes. So I'm very interested to see how people are actually going to run it and zoom around, because also if you launch off a cliff, you'll explode when you hit the ground. That all changes in 318. Vehicles can't fall from certain heights anymore and be invincible. Game is not ready for such tourneys? Yes, but also no. You gotta remember, it's just fun, right? And still to have content creators and people signing up for the other one being able to make, you know what I mean, a bit of money and entertain people for 6-7 hours is definitely a very cool thing to have in Star Citizen. I mean, the guys literally run yearly long, can I say that again? Yearly long events. Daymar Rally, Hurt Locker, the Stanton 7, I think it is? And obviously Fight or Flight, and then the content creator Fight or Flight. You know? I give Atmo a lot of shit for the scuff, but I do acknowledge the trouble they go through. Yeah. Again, as Christian keeps hinting to CIG, private lobbies and atmosphere maps in Arena Commander, it would be so fast to do these kind of things. Especially Daymar Rally. You could literally just queue up a server and there you go, right? And obviously last night's 30k didn't help. That was crazy. What you up to, little one? Should've been still, not in the light. Alright. Proshad. Dude, no joke. No, you don't need to limit them down. Because if they actually just stick to rule of height on Hurston under 10k, they would be at that speed anyway, dude. Like, it's one of the things that I'm going to suggest to Crucian, that if they manage to do this again, try and do it on like hard atmosphere, because it would stop all this fuel speed bullshit right now until we get the new flight system. Well, that's the thing, right? Obviously, it's not my competition, my rules, or anything like that. However, there was one thing that annoyed me last night, Blue Manx, is in the second or semi-final, or it was the one with Miss Gabby's versus Avenger 1, both of those teams, in my opinion, should have been disqualified. Because, first of all, they flew over 50 kilometers away, and then they got told to come back, and then they flew 100 kilometers away, and were doing space combat. I'm sorry, but after twice going that distance, that's not just fucking, I'm not aware how far 20 kilometers away. That is literally, I am tricording like a motherfucker going high-speed combat to survive bullshit. And I feel that should have been disqualified, personally. But obviously I don't do the rules, and you know, people are a bit more thing. They were like, oh no, we want to see the fights. The fights were horrible. Because everyone's going fucking 600-700 meters a second. It was boring to watch at that stage. I didn't watch the final match with Zero State because after watching that shit, I was like, I'm done, right? It's meant to be atmosphere fighting, and they literally let them fly around in space. And you could see that they were in space because you can tell by the alt meter that they were in space. You know? And it doesn't matter if the rule was 20 kilometers up, they were 100 kilometers away. They should have been disqualified. It becomes backspace bullshit, yeah, exactly. So that's the only thing that I was a little bit annoyed about, how you get one ticking off, right, which I agree. They all flew back and reset. But the fact that they then went from 50 kilometers to 100 kilometers and then they ran out of fuel coming back, again, yeah, I'm sorry, but there's no excuse for that shit. It's not difficult to stay within an AoE. Or an aerial effect, or whatever you want to call it, you know? AO. They were just mindlessly fucking tricording Arena Commander style gameplay, and it was really shit to watch. And I will always be open with people on it. I was really enjoying the event. Like watching Zero State stay low, bait people in, and absolutely school them because they have to go to a certain height to be able to do their tricord backstrafe shit, right? And they couldn't do that, and they got clapped by Zero State because of it. And that was nice to see, but then it was just fucking space combat, space combat, space combat. And chat was going crazy about it, right? And I personally feel that the team should have been a bit more, you know, punishing on it personally. Normally if they did once were disqualified, that was in the rules, only had 2 warnings to return to the area. Dude, they went 100 kilometers away from the area. That's not just fucking... That's not just, you know, I'm lost kind of thing. That is 100% not even giving a shit about where you are, right? That's the difference. They went 50 kilometers and they were told to return. They went back into the area and they went 100 kilometers before the dude ran out of fuel. I'm sorry, but that should have been both teams disqualified for going that far. There's no excuse to do 100 kilometers, dude. None whatsoever. But again, it's their show, their rules, their way of punishing people. I would have literally disqualified both those teams if I had been running that shit. 1 warning, fair enough, but going double the distance of the first warning, that's not excusable. That's poor management. Not on the Atmosphere team, but on the 2 teams. They're literally discarding rules at that stage, just to fucking win fights. Noodle was tired as fuck. I think he would have put about... But it did. Like, Avenger 1 was saying he was hungover to fuck, man. You can't pull that you're tired as an excuse, right? If you don't do the work, you don't do the work. It's the same way as me and Fresh got fucking eliminated last year. We put 0 effort in. You get clapped if you put 0 effort in. Don't give me the bullshit that you're tired, man. If you sign up to this event and you're getting paid to go to this event and you could possibly win money from this event, then you don't go to bed at fucking 6 o'clock in the morning, right? Sorry, dude. There's no excuse. You want to turn up with a hangover, you want to turn up tired, that's on you.
Pick one.
Crucian's nice, but I don't think he knows much about dogfighting. Again, he literally said that in the show triac, that he's not PvP'd since 263. You know? He still did an absolute grand job. Croncy was surprisingly good. But again, yeah, like, I mean, it's not really their field sort of area, but I mean, that's not what you need to be. You know? You're just presenting. You don't need to be an expert in PvP for it. I think so, KB. I personally think so, but they let it run on, and then you've got people like Zero State and Papa Freedom saying, "Oh no, it's fine, let them fight." It wasn't fighting. It was fucking backstrafing to Narnia at that stage, right? And only people that know about this game would fucking agree with me on this shit. It's literally going as fast as fuck, so you get your shields up and miss shots and all that shit. That's what it turned into. Tournaments lose all legitimacy if they can't enforce. Well, again, I would need to see the rulebooks on how many times they can be told to not do something. But for me, again, it's they went 50 kilometers, they got told to turn back, and then they went 100 kilometers away from the turn back point. And that's just complete disregard to rules as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, the second final match that I watched was all in space. All in space. It wasn't atmosphere flying at all. There was no dampening effect at that stage. Everyone is tricording like crazy. If you saw the last fight, you'd freak. I was done at that stage. I didn't want to watch it. You're too rusty? Like having two gladiators in the Colosseum fighting and ended up fighting to the next village. Dude, it's so true, right? It's so true. It's like you have two fucking villages fighting each other, right? And they fucking keep fighting until they end up in the third village, and the third village takes collateral damage because of it. Like, what the fuck is going on? Who are these people fighting? And like, fucking Avenger 1 is swinging around, Schwang swinging around, fucking Alpha Zeus fucking swinging around, Miss Gabby as well. It's like fucking turning up into another video game at that stage. It was fucking shocking. It was really, really bad. Yeah, you saw it. You saw it literally at the end. People started playing the AC rules instead of the atmosphere rules. Yeah. You saw it. They started to go high at the start of the fights because, again, if they're in the dampening effect, they can't tricord or backstrafe to Narnia, right? And you see all these AC players getting fucking curbed because of it in 2v2s. I've not watched Blazing Saddles in a long time. I think I've only actually ever seen it once, to be honest. But yeah. I thought all the fights were really good up until that point, and it just then started getting with, oh, we need to win. We're going to start using different methods, right? And it went from atmosphere combat to fucking AC fighting, right? The fact that PvPers have so little altitude control, yeah. Did you see how literally anyone that's been fighting and training in space, you know, Undo, just literally couldn't go close to the ground? It was bonkers, man. Like, literally feared of the ground. However, I've got to say, fucking Witcher in that little fucking cobra, half cobra, over the fucking ground, and then Noodle smashed into the ground behind, chasing the pip. I thought that was pretty dope because Witcher was going out, man. He was red as fuck on the hull. But that little fucking half cobra was pretty sweet, man. Drifted over. Zero was the only one I felt that was doing atmosphere combat, right? And his wingman. It felt like they were definitely the strongest team, in my opinion, for keeping to the rules, keeping to the actual part of the tournament, right? They were the only team that did it, as far as I'm concerned. Everyone else was going higher and higher to get the thing. Because again, see, when you're flying on Daymar, when you're under 2k, you have a dampening effect, but if you go over 2k, the dampening effect lightens off. And you start getting into half space, half atmosphere combat, where you can go faster and faster. When you go to fucking 10k up, right? It's space combat at that stage, right? I think it's somebody from his streams. Ondo. No, Burks was in Vegas, dude. Burks was at a wedding in Vegas. You know, he literally got a fucking tattoo with everyone, you know? Nah, it's not Burks. Burks has, or used to have a character called Burke Macklin, FBI, right? And Macklin, I think, is just literally Macklin. Burke's got a Squirtle tattoo. Yeah. Missiles broke some of the first rounds, in my opinion. Not really, no. People just didn't pre-flare. Stum, right? So I'll tell you the biggest thing on somebody that's prepared to go into combat and who's not. See, when you see this, that's somebody that doesn't know how to fucking deal with combat in this game right now. When you have this. I was watching everyone else who knows about it to have this set. Because this is how, as Hurricane, Scorpion pilots and stuff like that, you have to rack up the number to a certain amount to deal with ballista fire and missiles. So when I saw somebody doing this, and then just firing off one flare, for example, this does fucking nothing in the game, by the way. All it does is take off the lock time, right? So, basically, when you saw Water Attack get fucking clapped by missiles, she wasn't prepared. She didn't even pre-flare. She just went fucking ate the missiles like they were candy. So I'm sorry, missiles didn't, like, broke some of the first rounds. It's people were just fucking too silly to not pre-wreck things. Because missiles last year were shit, Stone. That's why. They weren't working. When did they make that changes with flares? It's always been like that. The problem is that missiles just haven't been working, so everyone just drops one flare. Holding it does fucking nothing. It counts as one flare, even though you launch 10, by the way. You actually have to key in the exact number to make it work, and flare at the right time. If you don't, you get clapped by missiles. This is why Hurricane pilots, you don't need to drop your shields, you just need to know the exact number. I'm not going to tell you the number, go and do your own research. But Scorpius, Vanguards, all these ships can literally defeat even ballista missiles. All you have to do is know the numbers. Get your friends, go and get the ship spawn, fire EM missiles of all sizes, because it depends on the size as well. Size 3 has a certain number that you need to size 1. Yeah, you don't fucking hold it down. That, like, if you do one flare or you hold it down, it does nothing, right? You have to play the numbers game, and that's been in the game for a very long time. It just works now, you know? But Burks tells me interruption. Was that? Was that Puppeteer?
Sub for more knowledge.
Sub for more knowledge. Burks tells you to drop the shields because it is a guaranteed way of making it work, or just literally know the numbers. But again, the biggest problem is, even knowing the numbers, is sometimes if a server hicks up, it doesn't recognize your flares, right? And that's what a lot of people get caught on. It's not because the missiles are OP, it's because the server doesn't even register that you've dropped flares. And that's a big issue that needs to be corrected. Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, to be honest, if you're wanting to play, you know, the French kissing game with a ballista, then, yeah, you should be shooting the turret so it can't fire the torps at you, you know what I mean? Side strafe a lot, and up strafe and shoot the turret. Because if you actually shoot the turret of the ballista, it can't turn or fire, and if you then shoot the wheels, it can't drive. I'm gonna warp to Shubin. Run now, Duke. What's the fresh kissing game? When you go point blank range with a ballista and the ballista always wins. Because a ballista can fire or lock at 50 meters, but it can dump fire at nothing, right? So even if you get under 50 meters, which is pretty much impossible in a ship, it can still blap you. And you can't dodge it when you get that close. Mark's also told me to put it in this giveaway, seriously. Burks does actually do giveaways. Here's the funny thing. Burks does do giveaways, but he's like me. He doesn't do them all the time. And funnily enough, actually, Burks is the reason why I changed my channel. Because I like the idea that I'll do giveaways just quickly like that. You know what I mean? I don't want to build my channel around that you're coming to spend time with me just to get something back, right? You're getting back as the content. If you don't like the content, you can go elsewhere, you know? Hey, silly boy, how you doing? Doing very well, thank you for asking. Welcome in, Chief. But Burks actually still does giveaways. He just literally drops them and you have like a few seconds to get involved and then that's it, he moves on. And I think it's a really cool way of doing it. Because every time I see somebody with a giveaway in their channel, it's just like, or their title, it's just like, fucking me, like, the bots and everything in there. Because if you guys don't know, there's a bot that literally tracks any channel title that has giveaway in it, and it just auto joins and sits there and farms. Well, you always want to do something like, I'll do anniversary, or I'll do gibboning, or something like that, right? Just to confuse bots. Yeah, exactly, yeah. Well, that's the thing, like, when you've got giveaways running and you get that, the Twitch system now eliminates bots. So, yeah, you're like, oh, I'm 100 up, you know? What am I doing just now? I am Crime 5 baiting in bounty hunters, but also I got a wingman here doing, maybe a bit of low flying, maybe a bit of crashing. Just chilling out, basically, silly boy. There's nothing really to do in the game right now until we get the new patches. Which should be hopefully this week for IE. Idris giveaway? Well, I remember the effect on What the Fuck Soros's channel when he did that Kraken giveaway. He made his money back, but he killed his channel as well, Kappa, if you noticed that. Woo. Oh, look, there's a husk. Time for loot and salvage and free 18. Never, it's not falling out of the sky. Oh.
Yeah, they're always still up there.
Yeah. Wee.
No.
Oh look, there's a body. Oh, there's a dude. Standing. Oh, he's going down.
Pose?
No, yeah, his knees down. He's doing the Iron Man pose. He's got he's got oh no, he's got. Alright, hit the ground. Maybe hit the ground. Oh, I'm being targeted. Is that you?
No.
Roger, roger. Inbound. Or wait, I wonder if the NPCs survive the ground and then target me. Maybe not. They're being untargeted.
Little bit of a stream cheekiness, stream snap. Yeah, let's go.
No. I actually think it was the NPC targeting me whilst it was like falling through the air, and I've just got the sound. I got nothing on radar, dude.
Yeah,
Just
same.
no. Delayed explosion, yeah. Because he did a... Right, so What the Fuck Saurus was one of the biggest Star Citizen content creators at one point, and he decided to do a Kraken giveaway LTI, which he had paid out of his own pocket. Oh no, actually, wait a minute. The channel had created the money for him to buy the Kraken at the time, you know, like through donations, right? So, not only did he get it through his community, that ship, he gave it back where somebody could win it. And at the time, you had to sub to enter the giveaway. So he made a lot of money, double the money, and obviously he never paid for the Kraken in the process. And the moment the giveaway ended, his channel died. Because literally nobody gave a shit after that point. And this is where giveaways can make your channel at certain times, but they can also kill your viewership and your community, because nobody wants to come around where people are just spamming things or subbing just for fucking things, you know? Well, that as well, Umbra. That as well, but literally his viewership just went after that giveaway ended, you know? And I think that's what mainly would have killed passion for any content creator, is you see your numbers pretty high, and he was like pulling in 400 or 500 viewers, and he just went because of it. Again, all he had is in that stage is he had a really good community, really good channel, but he went into insane numbers because people were just watching for the giveaway. Yeah, exactly, Salty. And that's the thing you want to avoid doing, is that giveaways can help you grow as a content creator, but they can also kill your channel if you don't do it correctly. And minutes later go down, exactly. So I think Obviously, we all knew that what the fuck Soros or Soros was definitely unhappy with the game, but that would have been the nail in the coffin for me. Like, if I saw my viewers only for that and went down and stuff, you know, that would be a big emotional killer. You know? And I know he came back and he was doing stuff on SE and stuff, but yeah, he like had lost all the passion for it, so. Which is fair enough, but that was a big thing. You watched his channel literally disintegrate itself within 24 hours after of that giveaway. I don't think he expected it to crash so hard. Those viewers went to next giveaway stream. Exactly, yeah. Exactly. You've got to be careful with giveaways. Even if CIG give you the stuff to give away, the moment you advertise yourself or you start doing these things where you're doing like raffles and point gambling and all that stuff, you gotta understand, people are only in your channel to do that mini game and try and get the free stuff. They probably have you muted and they don't even count as a viewer, you know what I'm saying? It's just not healthy for somebody to build off, and I did all of this at the start. I made my own mistakes of where I was happy to do giveaways because I generally felt that I wanted to give back to people for supporting me, but in the hindsight, I was killing my channel because of it. And I'm so happy that the community that I have know that they will get a giveaway every 6 months, but it's all done with the Twitch points and stuff like that, you know? Yes, you will be able to sub to get extra entries, but you can send the channel and get those Twitch points, and that's how you actually win, because every giveaway for the past year and a bit, everyone who's won has been from those points, not because they're subbed to the channel, which is nuts. And it's always been somebody that's always around in the community. It's never been a random bot in the past like year and a bit. You need to sit, pup. And that's why I enjoy doing way more, you know? The Twitch CEO promised us that muted users count as viewers. No, but I'm talking about where you go, you know what I mean, the thing. Yeah, that works, Jedi, yeah, that system works. If you actually mute somebody, but you don't mute the browser, basically, it definitely... Unsub then, lols, that's up to you, dude. I don't care. I'm not gonna cry if you unsub. I wish you all the best. Come back whenever you want, you know what I'm saying? It's the same with people like, oh, I'm gonna unfollow, I'm gonna go to a different channel. I don't give a shit, guys. Just enjoy your life, right? Exactly, Metroid. Everyone has different ways of watching somebody's content, you know? I just won't sugar wrap it for people and try and make it where, oh no guys, you've got to stay sub to me, you got to stay following and watching the channel. I totally need it, I don't. You know? I only want you to be here if you want to be here. If you don't like it, go elsewhere and find other content. There's so many good content creators. I remember hearing whilst watching Burks and Zero, TheDarkLaw has come back, his ban is over, and I've lurked a long time. And I got a lot of respect for Burks. Like, Burks is my prime, I give my prime sub to Burks. I really like the way he does his channel, I like the way he interacts with his community. I really like the way he does things, you know. Salty Mike, really love his channel as well. Zero State, unfortunately, I don't get to watch very often because he works through the day and then he streams at night. But he's a really cool dude as well. And then there's other people, there's like Cobra. Cobra has fantastic, like, charisma and energy and stuff like that, you know. But again, for the past, like, year, I just really don't have time to watch other people's streams. Unless I'm just, like, flicking around, you know, like, I'll pop in, say hello to Aurelia, Anna, you know, Miss Gabby's if I see her online and stuff like that. Yeah, we actually raided Expat the other week there. Really, really cool stream. Very, very cool, the whole camera changing and the VoIP stuff. I like unique streams like that. It's difficult, though, because obviously for me, I will have a community based around combat and low flying. So when I go to somebody like Expat, it's very difficult for my community to maybe stick and gel, and that's the hardest thing with trying to raid other people, is trying to broaden everyone's spectrum and stuff. I love Piss Per Pete, that guy is hilarious. Piss Per Pete used to actually be quite strong. Like, obviously we had a falling out a couple of years ago, and it was it was for the most stupid of things, but I think we're both too headstrong to actually sit down and have a conversation about it. But I do lurk in Per Pete's channel, and I love the way he has like set it up and how he's come along as a content creator and stuff like that. But if you ever mention TDL, like do this, Jedi, if you're ever there, mention like, oh, I was watching TDL the other day. Per Pete will fucking go off on one, man. Say that I'm a dickhead, an asshole and stuff like that. Just do it, man. It's so good because I love lurking incognito when somebody types it and he goes off on one. Because obviously, like, again, we had this falling out where we had this disagreement of the game, and it's so stupid when you think of it. And at the time, I should have apologized for my behavior, because we were just having a debate. It got a bit heated, but he went into another channel and started like talking about me, not in a bad way, and I found out about it, and then I was just I handled it completely wrong because I was like a young sapling content creator, not really thinking about things. And unfortunately, yeah, it's been the sort of like two rams knocking where nobody really gives in to like have a chat and stuff. But yeah, his content's really good. I love the way he does the dog sort of changes from like the Iron Man and stuff like that. You sure? But no, he's not watching this channel, dude. Not at all. Not at all. But yeah, definitely go and check out these content, especially from Expat. Go and check out Piss Per Pete. Cutlet is back, by the way, guys. If you've not seen Cutlet, Space Cutlet for a while, he's back. He's able to do streams. He might be streaming right now, for all I know. So he's back doing his content, and yeah, like Zero, check out Astropub, really good stuff. All these guys have got really good YouTube channels as well. Yeah, Expat does the role-playing kind of like using the face recognition stuff, Siren, which is really good. It's not everyone's cup of tea. I'm not a big fan of role-playing, by the way. Like, but I like her kind of role-playing. It's not too cringy. The moment that you go full military cringe and you're a civilian in real life, that turns me off, kind of stuff. But it's sort of like the only way I could describe it is soft role-play, if that's a thing. And it's good to watch, you know. But then again, I wouldn't be able to watch like 6 hours of it, you know.
30, Angels 5, Kappa.
Cutlet should be on layer today, yeah. I'm hopefully, like, if I've got the ability, I would love to raid Cutlet, and stuff. Disruptor, thank you very much for the follow, dude. Lucian as well, thank you for the follows, guys. Bogey detected, 6 o'clock, cover my 6. I don't mind something like that. Have you guys seen the video? Cutlet actually posted this on Twitter, and it was the sound changes from Hybrid. And it's a little bit cringy inside the thing. Let me get the video for you guys, right? And you can make up your own choices on it. But this, right? Listen to this. I'll give you the link here, right? Right, so I'm gonna drop this. This, no joke, right? Listen to this.
Scorpius 12 o'clock, brace for ram.
Hear that shit? This guy has done like his own audio muffling and stuff like that. How good does this sound as a gunner? CIG, fix this shit. Because the way you've got sound right now is shit compared to this. This actually makes you feel that you're a part of a ship.
Copy, 6 engaging.
No, I like how it's too muffled.
He's extending.
I think it's really good, but when, like, say for example a torp hits the side, but it doesn't hurt your ears, right? They just basically change some of the editing and sound and stuff like that, right?
Engaging.
Sorry, what was that?
19K approaching.
Oh, 19K, right, cool. We'll come back to that in a bit, guys. I've got nothing. What direction? Oh, never mind. Got it now. It's a Carrick! What the hell? 4-star CRK-02E. Okay. Ain't doing anything to that anyway. Looks solo.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just doing cargo stuff or grabbing things. The only thing we could probably do is Strike a missile off it and open up the top. But yeah. Yeah. Again, any shield holes, it's going too slow. Just keep an eye on it.
Will do.
Started a Nessie stream for Dutch folk recently, and that community is a lot, even a lot smaller. Again, communities take a wee while to get used to things. It's the same as like earlier this year, we didn't really have any Koreans or Asians streaming Star Citizen, and now we've got a lot, especially on YouTube, which is fantastic, right? It just takes a wee while to get communities going. Obviously, German, French, Spanish are pretty high up on the list as well. Just takes time. Just keep at it, that's all you have to do. But yeah, those sound files are so good. Again, when you hear it here.
Rear turret's engaging.
Like this makes me want to be in a turret, right? Obviously, forget about the comms and the talking, right? But listen when it hits the hull.
Those are normal missiles, not too worried about them.
The audio is so good, yeah. Again, go and check out hybrid stuff. I didn't do it. See, hear that shit? And the shake, right? Watch this. How fucking dope is that with the screen shake and everything, right? It's so cool. This needs to be a thing.
That's a torp.
And I don't know why CIG, if someone could do it here, right? It's so cool, man. That is what I want from Star Citizen, right? That's the kind of gameplay. I would love to be in a turret seat with that shit. Yeah, exactly. A wake up call. You're like, fucking holy shit! Thank God I brought the brown pants for fucking playing in that one. You know? He needs to be doing, yeah, like, I'm sorry, but CIG, you need to get the sound sorted out, right? Because here's another thing that I love to show off on this one, right? Listen. Now watch. Notice anything? Notice anything? Does absolutely fuck all. Yeah, air conditioning. But it does nothing for sound. Sound is so fucking scuffed in this game right now. We're there. Exactly the thing. No wind noises, no muffling when you close it. See, look. Exactly the same. It's so bad. It's so bad. And we used to have it where it was muffled. Yeah.
Apparently in lore, like we have some gizmo in our helmets or whatever to make the sounds from space into our headphones or whatever.
It's lore because that's code for can't be bothered to hire a sound team.
Exactly, that's what I wanted to say.
Yeah. That's all it is. Oh, we've got fucking special implants in our heads. Yeah. That's because we can't be bothered to hire sound. CIG told that they will make the sound team designers by 4 times, mostly reworking ships. I kind of feel like it needs to be in the game sooner, you know? Sound is a big drive to Star Citizen, so is visuals. Now obviously you're working on the visuals with Gen 12, amazing. But sound has to keep up as well. You shouldn't slack on sound in a video game. Sound and visuals make the game. Then you have the mechanics. And then you have longevity of play. How much will the game involve you into playing and doing something, you know? These are the key factors of a video game these days. If you have good visuals and you have good sound files where like or sound effects where you're hearing everything, you're entranced into the game, and then good mechanics so that you understand it and enjoy it, and then a drive for you to keep playing the game. Those 4 things, if you have them in a video game, win. If you don't, people go and play other games, because the moment that they start getting that little ASMR kind of snazzle in the back of their ears and stuff, they're like, oh, well, I'm gonna play this. This actually attracts me more to it. And that audio from that Hammerhead video, fan made, literally makes me feel like I would love to be in a gunner going da 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 da, and then fucking things smashing off the hull and the engines are drained out. But when you're in a gunner seat, it's so loud. And if you put screen shake on, you're just literally like fucking vibrating away. It's mental, right? It's absolutely mental. I hope so as well, Kappa. Yeah. I hope so. Because when you hear something like that, that's the game I would love to play, right? Those vibrations, that sound, it just... You know, the explosions, the instant shake of the camera, because you're just being hit by a fucking torp. You know what I mean? It's not just like somebody's thrown a stone at the side of your car and stuff. You've been literally rammed by something. I think when we get our hands on the Rastar, you gotta love that name. I'm not gonna be building anything, no. I'm intrigued to see how people will build things for their own organizations and stuff like that, or for just literally communities. But for me, it might be something where I'll make a meme shack or something like that, right? But it does look cool. We covered this in one of our reacts this past couple of weeks. Again, exclamation mark YouTube if you've not checked out the reactions that we started doing. We got one from Salty Mike. We got one from Morphologist coming up, Nubifier is out, 2 ICs is out, Inside Sources, I'm sorry. Some thing. No back cave for me? No. I like, for me, my goal is to live off the back of like a Kraken or something like that. Not necessarily flying the Kraken all the time, but that would be home that moves, and then just coming down planet side, or maybe leave it planet side and it's just so far out, because obviously Pyro is a really big solar system in comparison to Stanton. Maybe you can just hide things a lot easier, who knows, right? Hey Jack, how you doing? Is it launching anything? Or gaining anything?
No, he's still in ship. He's maybe calling his mates, or maybe he's just chilling with a coffee. Who knows?
Yeah. Not on board though.
Yeah, he's on board. Pilot seat.
I'm getting no scan detail.
I mean, unless my targeting's scuffed. Yeah.
Yeah, that does mean,
targeting was
yeah.
scuffed.
Yeah, not in the pilot
I
channel.
refreshed it. He's probably out somewhere.
I don't go by that, I'm just do normal scan. I don't think you can. Well, maybe you can still get the helms. That would be cool, Jedi. Yeah, I would love that, dude. There's some money to be made trading right now. Really? You can actually make some money. I don't see why anybody would be trying to make money when you're about to get wiped very shortly. Might let you in. I'm still in a few characters in my time. When Tram and Myers was a thing. Dude, he just put down a quantum beacon, or is that you?
No. That's him.
That's him. Dude, is he baiting? Is he baiting?
Somebody.
Dude, he spawned a rover. Is he trying to bait somebody to come and attack us? Maybe. Who knows?
Maybe, yeah. But that's a different name from the guy that was piloting. So
Yeah,
guy-
true.
Tronica in chat is posting that.
Interesting. Oh well. Oh, what the fuck? Can't wait for hard armitage zones to go, by the way. I know, but for people who like trade Space Trucker game loop, it's been a while. And dude, I've been saying, Track, that they should have it. Like, Tram and Meyer's content was some of the best fun I've had in the game, right? Leave that noob alone. Dude, he is literally owns a carrack. You can't call somebody a noob when they own a carrack. Alright? Yeah, you're welcome to, Jedi. You're welcome to, dude. I won't stop you, you know what I mean? Heard that Sig Sneaky tweaked the numbers up for Learn Night? Really? Ooh. You mean a character isn't a starter ship? No, it's definitely not a starship. Leave the space down? No, guys, you got to remember that in Free 18, this is literally salvage for myself and you guys. I give it to you, right? I give it to you. No, there's two people on board, Lucian. There's two people. The person who spawned the land vehicle isn't the same as the carrack owner. You know what I mean? That's how I look at it, Tricky. If in Free 18, if me and Puppeteer killed this carrack, and I'd be like, yo, Tricky, come and salvage it, you know, and give us like 20%. There you go, right? It's profit for both of us. If I take out the carrack. So, well, yeah, again, we can discuss, right? We can discuss. Without Mantis, it would probably just take off, ignore the fire, and quantum away. Yeah, but in the future, it's not going to be able to do that because interceptors will stop you from warping. You won't need a Mantis and stuff. It's free state, yeah, exactly. Many times. They're not doing away with armistice zones. They're going away with hard armistice. So if you look at a truck stop or Port Olisar, they are not hard armistice. Hard armistice would be as if you go into Grim Hex area, you can't shoot, right? Hard armistice is going away from the game. However, in the future, I will be able to shoot people on a place like this, but there will be AA shooting at me at the same time, like what we have at truck stops. That's when it goes away. Ticketing, sorry. And that stuff actually comes in with Pyro. Pyro brings in the AA turrets and all the outpost change and stuff like that. So I'd imagine within a year, you're not going to be able to sit here without myself and a group of people shooting at you. So, better get used to it, you know. I'm looking forward to Free 18. Not for the pirating side, more the salvage side, Steve. I really like the idea of salvaging. Or having people salvage in general, you know? It still can outrun a Mantis? Well, not very soon, Blue Max. Not very soon it can't. Because the beautiful thing about the new flight system is QED stops you going fast. So you can only go SEM speed, or afterburner SEM speed. At that stage, you're scuffed. So yeah, Mantis and all these ships will be very important for pirates and bounty hunters and all that jazz. Oh, there's a Pisces. I wonder if they're gonna try and fly off in the Pisces, or they're gonna store it, right? Dude, if they open the door, I could just land in before it. So blow them up and take their containers when they blow up. Yeah. Again, for me, my group, Steve, is designed around killing and killing effectively. We're not pirates. We're not salvaging. We're not industrial. But I would rather be like, I will do the dirty work and you clean up. You know, like in John Wick, right? He pays the guys to clean up some bodies. That's all I'm gonna do. I'll kill the people without morals or any holding back and stuff like that. I don't care. It's a video game. Lets out my characteristics, you know, in the game. And then I hire people and I throw the coin and you guys give me a bit of the percentages, you know? That's all I really care about, you know? And if somebody drops a lot of loot, then I'll be like, yo, I need somebody to pick up some boxes. I might be like, hey, Space Cutlet, are you in the area? I literally have Hercules completely destroyed full of loot. You boys around to scoop it up, you know? Just throw us a bone or something like that, it's all yours. That's the kind of gameplay loop I want to have in Star Citizen. I don't want to be doing all the work. I just want to be good at one thing, and that's it. Inbound. Gladius. I'll put one Fox in. Targeting engine, Fox 3 out.
Fox 3.
Shields are down, if it connects he's dead. Woo! Connected, beautiful. He didn't die from it, sadly. He's in a spin.
I'm yours.
Yeah, he's got no wings, so he's a bit tricky on this one. I have to switch to this.
Lock
some-
Fox. Fox 3.
No, he's gone, he's gone, he's gone.
Destroyed.
Good job,
Copy.
good job.
Go back to the Carrack. I wanna get the ballista out before
that.
he notices.
Roger, roger, roger. I just can't see the Carrack anymore. I think maybe I do because of the beacon, right?
He's here. He's here.
Missile hits because here's the funny thing, Olenard, if your shields go down and you move your power to shields, you actually amplify your EM. And when you're recharging shields, your EM spikes slightly by 500 to 1000, which is a connection, if you do. I'm on watch. I just hope the ship tractor beams are working by then, so do I, would love that. And they're still trying to get the Pisces in. I don't know what's going. $319 is tractor beams. See, I don't like, for me, Steve, whenever there's like a patch that's easily 6 to 9 months away with their current record right now, I don't ever say something is in it, right? It has the potential to be in it, but I wouldn't guarantee it, right? We got another inbound here.
Get him back in the ship.
No. Actually, it might have just been you spawning. No, it was you spawning. Negative. Canceling that.
Copy.
No, just continue on. Even if it's like 1 or 2 people, I'll deal with them until I get that thing into position.
Getting it in front of his flight path.
I have a feeling he'll just go directly up, so I would actually go out to the side. You know, the lower end, basically.
Mm-hmm.
It's a video supposed to be first quarter 2023. That would be cool, but you also have to have power down to be able to tractor beam people, Steve. So, again, I would just, again, with how delayed 318 is, I wouldn't expect 319 to be out of the first quarter of next year. That would be a bad assumption, right? I got a secondary target coming in, the Cutlass. You're in position, I'll deal with this. You'll be ready to, remember, 2 Helions.
Copy.
Fox 3 on the Cutlass. turning. I got him. Left engine's gonna go out in a second. He's flaring. Left engine is gone, he's gonna rotate. There's the rotation. Going for the finish. Rotating again, gonna wait. What's the status of the caterpillar? Or the cutlass, sorry.
Holding.
Flash cutlass. Again, watch out because if you are too close to the bubble, you know what I mean, it'll splash, so.
Yeah, I'll just wait for him.
That's why they put 318, 70% power down at 0 HP. Right. Well, if you had a gunner, all in art, you know what I mean? If you had a gunner, I wouldn't be able to sit and just chew an engine, right? So, there we go, right? Can't have everything, dude. Alright, tough, yeah. Just in case pup fails on this one, right? What to do is go above the location, tough. Because most likely I think we're gonna see a rise up.
I think he's gonna go forward, but we'll see. He's still parking the Pisces.
I don't know.
He just seems like a type that flies cinematic, you know?
Something dropped off at Blue Wings? Ah, I wasn't paying attention, dude. Not gonna be able to find it either. How do you still stay constant on SE? Most people dip and out and lose hope. Easy. I got willpower. That's it. Life is too short to give a shit about those things, right? This year has taught me that. We're literally on day 179 streaming in a row, Linksy. And I've had to do it whilst having COVID for 2 weeks without any injections, so it was absolutely pain. And I've lost one of my huskies in that time. You know what I mean? There's more things to worry about in life than how long a video game's gonna take. I try to enjoy it and stay as positive as I can because that's what you have to do in life. The moment you let the negative things take over you, that's it. You're done. At the rate he's parking the Pisces, I don't expect a quick getaway. I actually feel like maybe they may have died or something like that. That's all good, Hawk. These things happen. I got 9 beautiful years with her. And because of the community, I've got Nick's line here. I couldn't afford Nick's. My other dog, Nova, was depressed. You guys all helped out get Nick's into the household. You know, it's so sad that she went at 9, but, you know, tumors and cancers are part of life. We can't really stop it. Or I wasn't willing to chop her up to try and stop it, you know what I mean? I would rather her just pass with dignity instead of chopped up test subject, you know? That's just how I look at things with it, so... Again, we get on with these things, we push forward. We don't let anything hold us back, because the moment that you can let go is when you are dead, you know? And I don't believe in afterlife or second chances or anything like that. Make the most out of your only one and true life and hope for the best, right? Oh yeah, they're having a great time. Nova at the beginning was very snappy, like, who the hell are you kind of thing in my house. But now they're running around in the garden, and there's some videos out on, let me do Instagram for you guys so you can see, right? Like if we see here, right? I'm gonna... Yeah, I'll just keep it muted. But this was them last night, running around the forest. So Nova's just like the big bro kind of thing, showing him the ropes, and he runs away, and then Nyx is just like, oh, this is amazing, you know what I mean? Follows him about, and Nova's got his tail up curled, and he's loving that. He's getting chased about and stuff, you know, doing his own thing, so it's really cool. In a few months, they'll be, you know, riding together all the time. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And that's all thanks to you guys. Again, you're the ones that... Oh, did he disconnect?
Yeah, I despawned.
He spawned, yeah. So I had a feeling would happen. Boo! Didn't take the Pisces though. Oh, it is the Pisces got cargo in it. I can't actually even see it in, right? Yeah. That's a shame. Yeah, well, again, hard Armistice zones. The moment they go, the moment we can all have fun, right? See if I can try and detect that box. I don't think it was much further than this. Thank you, Tove. I had tough on backup as, just in case.
Yeah.
Gunbait just simply, it is part of owning Huskies, and it's just something you gotta do, dude. You know what I mean? I don't let things like that get to me, but I'm also very minimalistic, right? I mean, I just wear black t-shirts, black trousers. I don't have any trainers or anything nice like that. I just have walking boots. I don't have any, like, things around the house that other people would have, you know, like possessions and stuff. I'm very basic. So I look at that, if I want to have a husky or something of that breed, I have to take into account that it requires a shit ton of exercise, a shit ton of food, a shit ton of time and obedience and discipline, and obviously a lot of combing, you know? That's just the factors of it. Else don't get, you know? And yeah, I can understand that it pisses off people, but again, I've over 10 years now, you know, doing that stuff. A lot of combing, yeah. Nyx is actually pretty good, where he's got a very soft coat right now, so we'll see how it goes, you know. Again, it's everything. Everyone has to poop, everyone has to piss. A dog has to shed its hair, you know. We shed hair. Well, even somebody like me sheds hair, you know. Beard comes out, skin cells everywhere, all that stuff. Dust. It's just one of these things we have to maintain. Yeah, a lot of combing, yeah. A lot. The birds are happy for the nest. Oh yeah, very true. That is one thing. Whenever it's like a bird nesting season and stuff, we go out with Nova and obviously Luna at the time, put the hair out on the grass, and all you see is all these wee birds coming in like crazy and picking up and stuff. And it's like, you can't really do anything with husky hair because obviously it's very fine and difficult to bind together and stuff. But it's cool to know that the birds in the area are getting some of the best insulation for their nests, right? Made out of fucking husky hair. Because it is soft stuff, you know. Ooh, there is a Pisces just spawned. So I think...
He's gonna, same guy. I think,
yeah. Yeah,
his ship, big ship, this one. He's gonna try to Picard out of his.
I think so, yeah. He's gonna try and Picard out of it. Oh, this is good. It's gonna Picard.
Captain, our ship despawned.
He's looking at me though.
Yeah.
Here we go, right? It's gonna try and fly past and he doesn't realize you're behind, right?
I mean, he saw me behind him while entering, so...
Yeah, but he's constantly fixated on my location. So if I go down here, you're going to have the push behind.
Yep.
I think I actually might go for a ram, right? Might go for a ram. I've got a lovely light in front.
Like a homing pigeon.
I know, eh? You're coming close, man. That's funny. It literally is just gonna try and ram. Yeah, you stay behind, right? I'm gonna head backwards out. Oh, turn around. Inbound, I think. Oh, wait. Oh, I found the cargo box Blue Manx was talking about. Yeah, I found the cargo. It landed here, which is strange. I think it's gonna go for it soon. Oh, you know it's from the pings. Alright. Oh, cool. We'll check out once the area is clean. I don't see any people on the ground.
I think he's still looking for me.
Yeah, that's very true. Oh no.
Go, dude. Fly. Fly.
Fly. Inbound secondary ship, Starfarer, 620 Turing. I'll push to the Starfarer, the 600i. Gonna go for engine disable. Racking 4. Looks free out. He's engaging shots on me. Cutting through. Full hit. He's turning.
Pisces is coming.
What's that? Engage the Pisces. Oh, he's running through actually. Nah, Pisces are running. I'm gonna put a Fox into him. Oh. Ugh. Flash Pisces, moving to 600i.
No.
Bring him down, bring him down, bring him down. We want to get him to where he can't just warp away. So fall down, target engine, Fox 4 on it, or Fox 3. Fox 3 go now. Maybe miss actually on my end. Nope, connect. Alright, I'm bringing him down. Falling back. I'm gonna fall and leaf down.
Fox 3 times 4.
Yeah, make sure to target the engine. He's got a ballistic, so watch out.
Yep. Engine hit.
Okay. Make sure you target the back engine when he starts to spin. He's gonna spin, he's diving down now, he's pretty fast. Here he comes.
Give him one more volley.
Yep, beautiful.
3 out.
Watch out, moving his position on the rear. Shooting engine now.
Bingo missiles.
Quickly all on damage on that rear engine.
Copy, getting position.
You got any more missiles?
No, bingo.
Right. Still spinning. When rear engine goes, just leave him. If we get it. Looks like he's going for a push. No, he's still turning. Don't know what he's doing now. Right, again, watch for the rear engine. Rear engine's gone, rear engine's gone. I think it's gone. Wait, I'm going in for a check. No, it's still there, it's just a graphic bug.
Bogey.
You good?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Bogey.
Didn't release. Boo. Yeah, it just wouldn't break off for some reason. Alright, rearm. Hey Jay, how you doing? Hey Moira, how you doing? Hey Miss L, good evening. Is it evening? No, it's afternoon. Maybe.
This is funny. I don't see the landing pads, do you?
No, no idea.
There you go.
I got right. Need to maybe try and actually no. I'll check. Or you want to
You go
check
first,
the?
I'll go after you.
Right, I'll go into the big one. I want to actually see if I can rearm whilst this thing's floating here. Yeah, I can. It's all good. How's your weekend, Miss L? And everyone else coming in, guys. Phil Run, good day to you. Oh yeah, I'm gonna check the thing. You got local?
Just got the ping. No, never mind.
Yeah, right. Let me quickly just cover myself here, so. Oh, actually, I've got an idea. I got an idea. I'm gonna play fucking football. He shoots! And he scores.
What on?
How are the R pads been this patch cycle? They've been actually pretty alright, yeah. Basketball ready? I know, eh? Right, let's have a look. What's the prize? Oh, wow. Wow, it's like a selection of sweets. The fucking Candyman died. Right, I'll put the Candyman over here. Rocket League, yeah.
In local. Store it in local and shit.
No, no, no. I want it to, wherever lands here has the ability to touch my sweet selection.
Okay.
We'll leave it here. You killed Willy Wonka. I don't think that was from any of the people I killed, you know? Is the rhubarb a custard? Maybe. Put it in here. Oh no 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 no. Oh no no no. Pick up your silly thing. Oh yeah, I'm planning to do that, dude. I'm just gonna put our selection box here, right? I don't think it would disappear if I put it there, right? Let's have a victory drink. I'm gonna put this in here as well. So I can put that. No, that goes in as well. Right, I'm gonna take this. This is my victory drink. There we go. The ultimate scumbag move. Drinking somebody else's stuff. If it actually works. Yeah, it doesn't look it will. Oh, there we go. Candy for the candy man. I know, it's kind of weird that there's like lots of candy sitting behind a rock out there. You're expecting like the van or something to come. Beautiful. That's how we do it. Always tastes better when it's free, yeah. Oh. Once Pez is working, so KB said a while back, once Pez is working, this whole area will be a junkyard of shipwrecks. Depends. Depends on how they do it. I mean, to be honest, like, it wouldn't be on my server anyway, because I would be salvaging the shit out of everything. Or having somebody salvage. I do have, a thingy-bob, what's it called? A vulture to play with. I don't know if I'm gonna keep it. I just got it for playing. It's the joys of having a bit of space credit with Star Citizen. You can just melt and buy ships until something actually is worth using for.
Engines online.
What's our time? Oh, today's actually been really good. However, I am coming up to my time though. Oh, one quick flight. You down? Down for leading? Think you can lead?
Yeah, sure.
Alright, I'm gonna give you... What shall we give him, chat? Let's give... Yeah, this one. And then... Alright, you lead. Do die. Inbound. Star runner. Targeting engines. Selecting 3 or 2 actually.
Engines. 2.
Box 3.
3. Engines again.
Yeah.
Box 3.
Going for shield bleed. Got good connect. Good hit, good hit. Got cargo.
On top.
I'm underneath. I'm falling back. It's about to pop.
Alt F4.
Alright, continue flying because I ain't going to check the loot. 2 boxes. 3 boxes actually. And racking down to 1. went super. Head a bit east just now, you're heading north. There we go. Good man. Ooh, watch out. Ooh, nice recovery. If you didn't roll, you would have fucking smacked.
Gonna go right Cobra and up.
Alright.
Those canyons below us.
Go high, it's gonna be white sand on this way, go left.
Sure thing.
Yeah, watch these rocks, watch these rocks. Push a bit straight.
Sure. me just get ESP off
Okay.
and target you real quick. Oh, there.
You look like you're going for a loop, not a fucking cobra. You just cobra straight into me.
Yeah, I didn't have my head tracking on, so I wanted to turn around to target you to get
All of that, you fucking cobra right into me. Yeah, that was a good run, dude. Oh. What a way to fucking stop it. Yeah, he nicks us up anyway. Awesome stuff, awesome stuff. I'm out for a walk. Isn't that right, Nixus? Yeah, look at him just chilling. Yeah, that'll be me off. Attack pattern Cobra, yeah. For me, it looked like he was going for a loop. Because he said he was targeting me an ESP off. But obviously, as I'm expecting him to go up and around, he was actually just straight in there, so yeah. Cobra right into each other. I hope that kind of flying has a... Yeah, he does, yeah. I hope that kind of flying has a purpose eventually down the line in the game. Low radar kind of stuff. I want to see.
Welcome to the ASOP.
Yeah, radar for me, unless I target something, it needs to give me at least distance, you know?
Yeah.
When you're that close, the pings are too close that I can judge, like, unless I'm looking at the stream, I cannot judge where you are.
Exactly, I would love
That's
to.
why I wanted the target.
Zilch, thank you very much for the follow as well, Chief. Appreciate that. Alright guys, I will catch you later. I don't know if I'll be on tonight, but I might be. Who knows? We'll see. And thanks for the flying and thanks for the dying. Appreciate that, guys. Right. That's me, guys. Hopefully, once we finish these... or this challenge, we're going to be going back to like 4 days a week and longer hours basically. But obviously, hopefully, by then Nyx will be easier to settle and all that jazz. Let's find somebody to raid, you wonderful people, over to. Great show, thank you for being here, dude. Appreciate you all, you guys. I do. It has been definitely a crazy. Well, I mean, tomorrow marks 180 days. Like, mental stuff. Mental stuff. We will literally have roughly 4 days to go, and that's the challenge done. Like, crazy how it's coming to an end. The annoying thing is I don't really want to end. It's just I have so many things that I want to do as well. You know. The finish line is close. I know, Missile. I know. Thank you very much for being here, guys. Who to send you to? Oh wait, I think Red Monster has just gone live. Yeah, let's go to Red Monster. He's doing a charity stream, I think, for Love Charity, I think. Yeah, awesome. Let's go and check out Red Monster. And thank you again, guys, for all the love over the week. weekend, all that jazz. Have a good one. Stay safe. Appreciate you guys. Feral Running, thank you very much for being here. TheDarkLaw, take care. Glitch, Miss L, KLB, Olenard, everyone. Appreciate you being here. Reformed, Zayman, thank you very much. Dude, KLB, Metroid, Triac, Soy Space Skin, Puppeteer, obviously, and Tough. Thank you guys as well. Everyone else, take care. Have a great weekend. And again, yeah, stay safe. See you guys. Appreciate ya. Let's drop in then. Thank you again, guys. Appreciate it. Test battle, everyone. Peace out.